Hail, Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Glamis! Hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor! All hail, Macbeth, that shalt be king hereafter!
The play begins with three witches, shrouded in mystery, encountering Macbeth and Banquo on a desolate moor. They greet Macbeth with a series of prophecies. They also predict that Banquo's descendants will one day rule Scotland.
If you can look into the seeds of time and say which grain will grow and which will not, speak then to me.
These pronouncements, delivered with an air of eerie certainty, ignite a fire within Macbeth, setting in motion a chain of events that will forever alter the course of his life. The witch's words, like seeds sown in fertile ground, take root in Macbeth's ambitious heart. He is both intrigued and tempted by the prospect of becoming king.
Stay, you imperfect speakers, tell me more.
The idea festers in his mind, fueled by his own desires and the manipulative whispers of his wife, Lady Macbeth. The witches, however, are not merely passive messengers of fate. Their words act as a catalyst, awakening the darkness that already resides within Macbeth. They offer him a glimpse of a possible future, but it is ultimately his own choices and actions that determine his destiny. Lady Macbeth, a woman of fierce ambition and unwavering resolve, plays a pivotal role in Macbeth's downfall. Upon receiving news of the witch's prophecies, she wastes no time in seizing upon her husband's vulnerability.
Glamis thou art, and Cawdor, and shalt be what thou art promised. Yet do I fear thy nature. It is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way.
She recognizes his ambition, but also his inherent hesitation, his moral compass still holding him back from the brink. Lady Macbeth resolves to act as the spur to his ambition, pushing him towards the bloody deed that will secure the throne.
Art thou afeard to be the same in thine own act and valor as thou art in desire?
She questions his manhood, accusing him of cowardice and urging him to cast aside any lingering doubts. Her words are like poison, slowly eroding his resistance and fueling the fire of his desire. She manipulates him with cunning and ruthlessness, convincing him that the murder of King Duncan, their guest, is not only necessary but also a demonstration of his strength and ambition.
Screw your courage to the sticking place and will not fail.
The night of the murder is heavy with tension and foreboding. Macbeth, torn between his ambition and his conscience, experiences a series of hallucinations that reveal his deteriorating mental state.
Is this a dagger which I see before me, the handle toward my hand? Come, let me clutch thee.
He sees a floating dagger, its handle pointed towards his hand, its blade dripping with blood. This vision, a manifestation of his guilt and fear, highlights the psychological torment that accompanies his treacherous act. The dagger, a symbol of both ambition and violence, represents the path he has chosen, a path that will lead only to darkness and despair.
I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. Art thou not, fatal vision, sensible to feeling as to sight?
Despite his better judgment, Macbeth succumbs to the persuasive power of Lady Macbeth and the intoxicating allure of ambition. He silences his conscience, convinces himself that what's done is done, and plunges into a maelstrom of violence from which there is no escape. With Duncan dead, Macbeth ascends to the throne, but his reign is far from peaceful. He is haunted by paranoia and fear, constantly looking over his shoulder, suspecting everyone of treachery. His guilt manifests itself in fits of rage and madness, further alienating him from his former allies and pushing him further into isolation.
To be thus is nothing, but to be safely thus. Our fears in Banquo stick deep.
To secure his position, Macbeth embarks on a reign of terror, eliminating anyone he perceives as a threat. His first victim is Banquo, his former friend and confidant, whose descendants, according to the witch's prophecy, pose a threat to his rule.
There is none but he whose being I do fear, and under him my genius is rebuked.
The murder of Banquo, however, only serves to deepen Macbeth's torment. He is haunted by Banquo's ghost, a constant reminder of his treachery and the price he has paid for his ambition.
Avaunt, and quit my sight. Let the earth hide thee. Thy bones are marrowless, thy blood is cold.
And so, Macbeth's descent into madness continues, a tragic tale of ambition, guilt, and the unrelenting consequences of his choices. Section 5. The Weight of Guilt. Macbeth's descent into madness is a central theme of the play. The once noble warrior, driven to desperation by guilt and paranoia, becomes a shadow of his former self. He is plagued by insomnia, haunted by hallucinations, and consumed by a fear that knows no bounds.
Out, damned spot! Out, I say! What, will these hands ne'er be clean?
Lady Macbeth, initially the architect of their bloody ascent, also succumbs to the overwhelming weight of guilt. She sleepwalks, desperately trying to wash away the imagined bloodstains on her hands, her sanity crumbling under the relentless pressure of their deeds.
All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. Oh, oh, oh.
Their shared descent into madness highlights the corrosive nature of ambition and the devastating psychological toll of unchecked guilt. It serves as a stark warning against the dangers of pursuing power at any cost. Section 6. Whispers of Fate. Desperate to cling to his ill-gotten power, Macbeth seeks out the witches once more, hoping for reassurance and guidance.
I conjure you by that which you profess, howe'er you come to know it. Answer me.
Beware, Macduff, beware the Thane of Fife.
What is this that rises like the issue of a king?
None of woman born shall harm Macbeth.
These prophecies, delivered with the same eerie ambiguity as the first, provide Macbeth with a false sense of security. He interprets them as guarantees of his invincibility, failing to grasp their true meaning until it is too late.
Macbeth shall never vanquished be until great Burnham Wood to high Dunsinane Hill shall come against him.
The witch's words, however, are not meant to be taken literally. They are riddles, open to interpretation, designed to manipulate Macbeth's actions and ultimately lead him to his doom. Section 7. Blood begets blood. Macbeth, emboldened by the witch's pronouncements, launches a vicious attack on Macduff's castle, slaughtering his wife, children, and everyone within its walls. This act of unspeakable cruelty marks a turning point in the play, pushing Macbeth beyond redemption and solidifying his role as a tyrant.
The castle of Macduff I will surprise, seize upon Fife, give to the edge of the sword his wife, his babes, and all unfortunate souls that trace him in his line.
The murder of Macduff's family is not only an act of revenge, but also a desperate attempt to defy fate. Macbeth, convinced of his own invincibility, believes that he can alter the course of destiny by eliminating anyone who might pose a threat to his rule. All my pretty ones, did you say all? Oh, hellkite, all what, all my pretty chickens in their dam at one fell swoop? However, this act of barbarity only serves to strengthen Macduff's resolve to defeat Macbeth and avenge the deaths of his loved ones. It fuels the flames of rebellion, uniting Macbeth's enemies against him and hastening his downfall. Section 8. A descent into madness. As Macbeth's reign of terror intensifies, Lady Macbeth's mental state deteriorates rapidly. Consumed by guilt and haunted by the memory of their crimes, she descends into a state of profound madness.
Out, damned spot! Out, I say! 1, 2. Why then 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky. Fie, my lord, fie. A soldier and a feared. What need we fear, who knows it, when none can call our power to account?
She sleepwalks, reliving the night of Duncan's murder, her hands moving as if to wash away the imaginary bloodstains. Her descent into madness is a poignant reminder of the devastating psychological toll of ambition and the corrupting power of guilt. It highlights the fragility of the human psyche and the dangerous consequences of unchecked ambition.
Here's the smell of the blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. Oh, oh, oh.
Her tragic end, a suicide that occurs off stage, serves as a stark counterpoint to Macbeth's own descent into tyranny. Section 9. The reckoning approaches. Macduff, fueled by grief and rage, joins forces with Malcolm, Duncan's rightful heir, and together they raise an army to challenge Macbeth's rule. Let us seek out some desolate shade and there weep our sad bosoms empty. As they approach Macbeth's stronghold at Dunsinane, they are joined by Scottish lords who have grown weary of Macbeth's tyranny. As the final battle draws near, Macbeth receives news that seems to confirm the witch's prophecies. Make all our trumpets speak, give them all breath, those clamorous harbingers of blood and death. A messenger reports that Burnham Wood is moving towards Dunsinane, fulfilling one of the witch's pronouncements. However, Macbeth's confidence is shattered when he learns that the moving wood is merely Malcolm's army camouflaged with branches from the forest. The witch's words, once a source of comfort, now ring hollow, their true meaning revealed too late. Section 10. A tyrant's demise. The final confrontation between Macbeth and Macduff is a clash of two powerful wills, a battle between good and evil. Macbeth, his spirit broken, realizes the true meaning of the witch's final prophecy.
I'll fight till from my bones my flesh be hacked. Give me my armor.
Macduff reveals that he was from his mother's womb untimely ripped, meaning he was born by caesarean section and therefore not of woman born. Despair thy charm and let the angel whom thou still hast served tell thee, Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely ripped. Macduff slays Macbeth, fulfilling the witch's prophecy and bringing an end to Macbeth's reign of terror. Macbeth's death is both a punishment for his crimes and a release from the torment that has consumed him. Hail, King, for so thou art. Behold, where stands the usurper's cursed head. With Macbeth's death, order is restored to Scotland. Section 11. Restoring the natural order. In the aftermath of Macbeth's death, Malcolm, Duncan's rightful heir, ascends to the throne, restoring the natural order that had been disrupted by Macbeth's ambition. The play ends on a note of hope, with the promise of a more just and prosperous future for Scotland. Hail, King of Scotland! The prophecy regarding Banquo also comes to fruition, although not in Macbeth's lifetime. It is revealed that Banquo is an ancestor of King James I, the reigning monarch of England and Scotland at the time the play was written. Macbeth's story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked ambition, the corrosive nature of guilt, and the seductive but ultimately destructive power of fate.